every single day until the end of the year. That is a personal goal to go live every single day, at least for 15 minutes until the end of the year. And today's live is about how I lost $1,500 today. It is a futile mission in one's life to not put rules in place to protect yourself and to not listen to them. I believe it's the ego. The male ego is so strong and so dominant that it dictates everything that we do. We have to prove and to get back and to fight and show that we can do this and do that. And majority of the times it's like it's only detrimental to ourselves. It's like riding in a car, honestly. The lines on the car on the street are there to protect you if you just stay within the rules. The crosswalk, the stoplight, these things are set in order to put for your safety. But when you do deny the law, when you decide to speed, when you decide to run red lights, when you decide to drive outside of the line, certain things happens when you break the rules. You will get away with it for a time, but once you get caught or once something happens, it normally sets you far back. And today I overtraded a unanimously amount of time. Now, if I'm talking to my traders, if anybody is out there who's traded or have traded before, you know, or overtrading. I trade futures. It is very fast. It's kind of like day trading. It pretty much is day trading. It moves super fast. You can make a lot of money really fast, but you can also blow a lot of money really fast. I remember talking on the last episode, like I lost $1,500 today. And if I had a new account, that would blow my account. So if I had a new account, that would blow my account, meaning that I would have to start over and pay the activation fee again. But I didn't get that because now I'm on my live account. And this is all live money. So this is the money I could take out, but I'm not taking it out because I have a threshold of where I want to reach. However, it's getting to the psychological aspects of the mind that I'm trying to decipher for myself to become a better trader. And in order to do that, I have to just stick to my rules. And if you just go on Instagram and just type in trading or anything like that and just keep running across people who've traded, and they will talk about like just following your rules and how difficult it is to follow your rules and how greed kicks in and how FOMO kicks in and how fear of missing out kicks in. And it is such a new experience that you don't know that you have, or you don't even know you have these type of feelings or inside of you until they're expressed in front of you. And it's like everyone has that deep gambling type addiction in them, mostly in males, that needs to be, I wouldn't even say suppressed, but tamed. You have to tame that desire to be disciplined. You have to tame that desire to fear, for greed, for breaking your rules. Just like that ego, it's all ego to deny the basic. And it's like the rules are so basic. The situations are so basic that every single time I follow my rules to a T, I win. Every single time I deny them, I lose. And you would say, well, just follow your rules. Well, you become a trader. Well, then let this be your first year and see how you fathom from that. I really feel like this is my first year trading because I started trading on my own. I followed someone else, as I stated before. I traded before I started in Forex. I didn't have money to keep putting in when you lose, like days like this. So if when you lose, you're going to have to put your own money in the Forex market. In futures, you pay, they give you access to an account to take a test. You pass the test, you get access to live money, or you get access to the live account. And once you pass some, like once you get to a certain threshold, you can be able to take out some money. And I'm working towards that. There's a certain number that I'm working towards before I take out the money. And part of my strategy is on Mondays, when everything lines up on Mondays, activate or, take the trade. But the thing is with me, I have a very particular weird type of window when it comes to trading. Right when the market's open, I'm in practice. So when the biggest moves are happening to where you can make the money, I'm always in practice. So now I'm chasing. Now I'm being FOMOing in. FOMOing in means like I'm trying to just jump in. I'm just trying to just go in and force my way into finding something. And that's one of the hardest things you do, is like you have such this ability to make money at such a rapid rate that you end up losing it because you can't control yourself. And that's where I'm at. Is like I ain't even take a nap. See, it's all the other things. I didn't take a nap. I said, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to come back and revisit, see where I'm at, and then I'm going to go about my business. At that point in time, I was only down like $700 for the day. Not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. The way I trade, you're going to be down quite a bit. And it fluctuates, because on good days, you can make 1,500. And I try to keep my losses low. But then it kind of makes sense, because like I keep them low, but then I take too many. So they're adding up. If I take 9, 10 trades and I only supposed to take 1 to 2 a day, and I take 10, and the average loss is 200, 250 on you, that's the math right there. Everything lines up the way it's supposed to if you just focus on what you're supposed to be doing. And that's what I was supposed to be doing, and I was not doing it. I just have to be real with it. And I use ChatGPT as my personal trading coach. And so I every trade that I take, I didn't put these trades in because they weren't really valid trades. They weren't good trades. This is just me. I knew every mistake I made before I make it. Every mistake I made, and I know I was chasing every single time. And I always go to ChatGPT and put it inside of my thoughts, break down what I feel, all this and that, so it can give me a perspective and like give me the truth. And I tell them, hey, give me the honest truth. Don't sugarcoat, don't BS. Tell me straight, tell me exactly. And you know how hard it is it's like I'm keeping myself accountable with myself, because if I do not say something or journal, or at least express something of the decisions that I made today, I'm going to continue making them. If I don't talk to someone, which in this case I'm talking to ChatGPT, and say exactly what is going on, my mental state, everything, this is like I will keep doing the same thing, because I'm not keeping myself accountable for at least expressing to someone or something my inefficiencies or where I'm lacking, to document them so I can analyze them, so I can correct them. First thing I did today after all that was I was in my group. I was doing one of my group videos with the course for the guy that I jumped into, or I paid to be in. And he said, they were talking, him and the narrator, and they said that the book called One Good Trade. One Good Trade. And it really is true. If you could just wait for one good trade and wait for your timing, like it makes everything simpler. And I understand, like I was saying, this is my first year in trading, because I've put my strategy together. I've tested it in options market. I've tested it in futures market. And overall, even though in my options account, it's hard to dictate my options account. Remember, I said on the last episode, it's like I made money, then I take it out. I make money, I take it out. So it might show right now that I'm not all the way up. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys right now. I'll show you guys right now. Right as I say that, my friend is showing me right now, activation fees are not, you don't have to do activation fee no more. This is actually not good for a lot of people. That is going to be different. No activation fees? Look, I'm texting. This is actually one of my good friends who I trade with all the time. This is the guy he opened up another account because he just literally blew three accounts in a row. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to keep just blowing accounts. I'm about to tell him right now. I said I finished down 1,500. I locked myself out. It's funny because you got to learn that first. You got to learn to laugh at yourself in these moments because it's a learning process. I'm I probably, I think yesterday, which was Sunday, I probably listened to 5 different podcasts on just people's experiences on trading, and not one of them, including reading the book Market Wizards, hardly not. I don't think like. And I just finished reading the book Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. None of them was just a smoke shot, perfect trader the first year they came out. This is technically my first year. So in my Robinhood account, I don't know what we were at last time, but right now we are at 37, 85, 18. It might be backwards on the screen. We made a little bit of bread today, but year to date, we are down $33. So that means all the money. Look where we're at. 8,000. My God, what a drop off. The highest we made, we were up this year was $8,500. We are now $31. So that means we have made $8,500 in profit and was not able to secure that bag. It's kind of tricky. It actually does good for my taxes as well. So just say that I'm down and I did all that. So I'm not really tripping because I'm kind of moving off of the futures and off of the options and moving more into the futures aspect and trading futures. And so I go back and I say I put how I felt today in ChatGPT. My trading coach, it's called Trading Coach, said what actually happened today, the truth you don't want to say out loud. Wow, the truth you don't want to say out loud. You didn't lose 1,500 today. That's not even the real loss. Here's what you actually lost. You lost control. You were clicking because your brain couldn't tolerate sitting still. That's a fact. You traded to escape feelings, not to escape setups. You weren't analyzing, you were acting out of anxiety. Shaking in my boots. What is this anxiety to think that there won't be another trade, that there won't be another setup, that it's like you set these goals out for yourself to, like, I want to pay for the things that's in my Amazon. I want to buy a flight home. I want to put some money into my long-term account. And it's like, if I just focus on one good trade at a time, so many of these things will stack up so fast that I would be straight. But it's the mindset of understanding, calm down. Just focus on one good trade, one good trade, one good trade. You're trying to catch emotionally, not financially. You were trying to fix a feeling, not profit. Dang, fix ego. You're trying to fix a feeling, not the profit. You traded outside your time window, which guarantees bad outcome. Facts. You ignored checklists. You consciously broke every. Hey, that's a fact. You consciously broke every rule you built. Every rule I built, I broke. That is tough. You abandoned the trader you're becoming and traded like the trader you used to be. Let's call it what it was. That wasn't trading. This was compulsive behavior triggered by FOMO, fear of missing out, and emotional hunger. And it always ends the same way. It always ends the same way. The psychology behind it. Why could you not stop clicking? This is predictable. This is textbook. This is not unique here. Every new funded trader crashes here at least once. Like I said, my homeboy just went through 3 accounts. This is my 3rd account, but it's live. If I keep trading the way I'm trading now, I'll blow this one too. Your brain switches into survival mode after the first loss. It's not thinking strategy, it's thinking recover. The state guarantees overtrading. That's why you got to lock yourself out. There's a lockout button on most funded accounts. You could just lock yourself out and say, I don't want to trade no more. Or you could put a daily limit. That's what I need to put, a daily limit. If I lose more than this a day, I'm locked out. That's exactly what I need to do. You felt pressured by time and money. This is the most dangerous internal state. When you trade thinking about bills, goals, passing, or timelines, you lose before you click. And that's exactly what I was saying. I'm trying to pay for all the stuff inside my Amazon bar crate because I'm going to go home soon. I want to have money to buy the ticket. I want to use that money to buy the ticket. I want to max out my Roth IRA. I probably got like maybe $5,000 left to pass it. And I'm like, if I can get to this real quick, I could do this and That's pretty much it. You created urgency where there was none. The market was not the problem. Your thoughts created fake urgency. You feared being left behind. This is the root of all your losses. This is your demon. Oof. Ah! I felt that. Ah! Dang, ChatGPT, why you had to say it like that? You feared being left behind. This is the root of all your losses. This is your demon. Wow. When you feel like I might miss this move, I missed 2 moves, I jumped in, I lost. I'm losing time. I'm trying to rush time to get to where I want to do it instead of just trading with the right setup. It's moving now. I need to jump in. Literally what I did. Your entire system collapses and emotional autopilot takes over. Calm. If I could just calm down, boy. Whew. Is not $1,500 loss. This is the part you need to read carefully. Your edge is not your strategy. Your edge is your discipline. Your edge is not your strategy. Your edge is your discipline. Say it with me. Your edge is not your strategy. Your edge is your discipline. Your edge is not your strategy. Your edge is your discipline. Your edge is not your strategy. Your edge is your discipline. Wow. When you break discipline, you lose emotional trust. You lose confidence. You lose pattern recognition. You lose execution calmness. The $1,500 is nothing. That's true. You can make that back in one good trade. You can make that back. Before I didn't even read this out first. I just put this out here and you see what it says. You can make that back in one good trade, which is so true. The real damage is your brain learned today that you will abandon your rules if you feel pressure. What we must correct immediately. Your response was right. Locking out. Good, smart, necessary, but locking out isn't enough. It stops the bleeding, but it doesn't heal the wound. We need to reprogram your psychology tomorrow morning, which leads to what you do tomorrow. Non-negotiable. You do not trade the open. That's in the morning when it opens. Your mind still will be in recovery mode. That's good because I locked myself out before the open for tomorrow. I can't trade it even if I wanted to. You wait for one A+ setup only. If it doesn't appear, no trading. Your mission tomorrow is not to make money. Your mission is to rebuild discipline and reset your emotional confidence. That's deep. You use one contract, you stop after one win, even if it's $50. You stop after one win, even if it's $50, even if it's 10 points. Even if you win $100, you're done. You take a nap before the market opens, your nervous system needs to reset. You write your intentions before the session. Today, I'm not trading money, I'm trading to rebuild my discipline. One A plus setup only, one trade only, one contract only. Lock out after the win. If you feel any urge to catch up, you walk out immediately. Get the hell up and get out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge. What do you do? What today proves about you? This is important. Today proves two things. You are not consistent yet. That's a fact. And that's fine. We're lifting that. Your biggest enemy is not the market. It's self-reflection already. No, it's myself. It's your urgency. It's your fear of missing the move. It's your desire to make things happen. What is it? Self-control, trying to create everything. Just sit down. Relax your monkey self. Your system wins when you wait. Your system loses when you chase. Trading is not about intelligence. It's about emotional regulation over long periods of time. Today you lost that regulation. Tomorrow we rebuild it. Final message. And I'm going to get on up out of here. Final message you need to hear. You didn't fail. You didn't ruin anything. You didn't blow your trajectory. You simply exposed one weakness left between you and six-figure consistency. Let me read that again. You simply exposed the one weakness left between you and six-figure consistency. One more time for the people in the back. You simply exposed the one weakness left between you and six-figure consistency. The inability to sit still when your mind feels pressure. Fix that and your life changes. Tomorrow is not about revenge, it's about rebirth. Tomorrow is not about revenge, it's about rebirth. This is my trading journey, my wealth building journey. This is a part of it. This is my trading aspect to the journey. We talk about the business aspect to the journey. This is the trading psychology. This is just the psychology of what it is, of what I'm going through and building my wealth. Building wealth as a pro. And on that note, my mic fell, and that means it's time to go. I'm out of here.